Yo, what is up guys? You got Kotab here, and I have another moveset video for you guys. This time we're looking at Kommo-o. Kommo-o? Kommo-o? I don't know, man. These new Pokemon are hard to pronounce. And I'm not really that good at it. Yeah, so this moveset we have a Life Orb Autotomize Kommo-o. Now, something with the item before we get into anything. The item is kind of suggestive. You can use Life Orb or you can use Leftovers. I prefer Life Orb because we're not running Dragon Dance. Instead, we're running Autotomize. If you're using Dragon Dance, I would probably use Leftovers instead of Life Orb, but since we don't have the extra damage buff from Dragon Dance, I'm going with Life Orb. You can switch it if you want, but that's what I'm going with, and that's what I think is the better option. As for the ability, Kommo-o is blessed with 3 pretty decent abilities. They're actually really good, and honestly, I really don't know which one is better, Overcoat or Bulletproof. I have Overcoat on here, but honestly, I think Bulletproof might be better, and I'm actually going to go with that now. But if you're running a Hail team or a Sand team, you can obviously run Overcoat. It's completely up to you. Soundproof is also very useful as well, so just use whichever ability you're more comfortable with. But I think Bulletproof is the safer option, the better option. So onto the moveset. Obviously we have Autotomize, and if you don't know what that is, basically it raises your speed by 2, and it also makes you a little bit lighter. Now, making you lighter isn't really that useful. In fact, it might actually be a hindrance, because then it makes it more susceptible to moves like Heavy Slam. So yeah, that might actually be a little bit of a hindrance, but how often are you going to get hit by Heavy Slam? Like maybe once every 20-30 battles, if that. So yeah, it raises your speed by 2. Obviously Dragon Dance raises your speed by 1 and your attack by 1. So for the EV spread, we're going to be running Adamant as opposed to Jolly. Jolly would not really be too useful because we are raising our speed two stages, which is I think double speed. And 269 times 2 is what? That's like 540 something around there. That's more than enough speed, so that's why we don't run Jolly. And for the moves, we have Outrage, and we also have Earthquake for coverage. Now we are fighting type, so instead of Poison Jab, you can run Brick Break. But I think Dragon, Poison, and Ground coverage is good enough. Good enough so that way we don't need to run a Fighting Stab. But obviously Fighting Stab would be really useful, so use it if you want. With these movesets, obviously I'm just here to give you a baseline of the moveset and give you an idea. Anything else in the moveset that you want to change, go ahead. It is totally up to you. So like I said, max attack, max speed, Adamant Nature, slap a Life Orb, and you're pretty much good to go. I don't think this Pokemon in particular is pretty interesting. I don't actually think it's going to be OU. I think it's going to be UU because it's really good, but fighting Dragon, while offensively it's good coverage, defensively it's not really that great. So, you know, there's that. But yeah, I think it's going to be UU. It just has quite a bit of weaknesses, honestly. So there's that. Yeah, that's about it. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I will leave the copy and paste thing for this in the description, so you can paste it right into Showdown, so you don't have to go back and forth and copy it. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I will see you guys later.